in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia!
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawl.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles. Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui. Stiff kick.
Starting to scale the cage wall.
Watch it!
Diving hammer strike. Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Right to the knee. That unraveled on George. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
And he gets his shoulder up before the count.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
Goodness gracious.
You could feel the resentment building with each stomp there. Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free.
Every second he wastes up there is crucial time lost.
Pulls him back into the cage.
Desperation defense on display.
He's going to ascend the cage, and he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
And now he needs to hurry, needs to escape.
George the Animal Steele is not
flying. Getting out of harm's way.
This is disgusting.
That's how you unleash brutality. Find the animal in you.
Solid punch.
This is quickly turning into a slugfest.
And saw what was coming there. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the animal. Oh, overhand chop.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal. The High Chief has all the answers right now.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan. When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Are we about to see it?
Backbreaker. Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. George Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
Bam!
Neither competitor is backing down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Overhand chop.
Ooh! Ooh! Oh, ouch!
Well-placed kick.
Ooh! The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia's prepared all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down. Once more, setting it up.
Just breaking down the opponent.
And George is laid out.
The cage door's being open. Can he escape?
Uh-oh. Walking right on out of the cage. He made it look easy.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive